Hey all, I'm just driving to a workshop and I was thinking there seems to be few professional martial arts teachers who retire for reasons apart from the medical. I'm sure there are some, I can think of a couple, but it feels to me like in this industry, in this career field of martial arts, when you have a professional martial arts and teacher, they're much less likely to retire from that profession than somebody in another profession. So anyway, my thought was, and I'm driving, so I won't be reading comments and replying, but my thought was, if you can think of such a teacher, or a list of them, maybe put it in the comments. That'd be interesting, if that's not too private. And further, whether or not that teacher that you've thought of is in your system or known to you personally, but if they're alive, consider writing them a thank you note. Here I'm thinking like a physical, actual going into the mail system, postcard, letter, card, whatever, and thank them for, their efforts. Not thanking them for retiring, like, thank God you stopped doing this, but thank them for their efforts. We may not think to thank these people who have devoted themselves to this profession and thus to humanity, and we may only thank those that we know or those in our own style or system or school or lineage. But I bet these days it's not going to be too hard to get online and find the address of one of their students, a still functioning school, or, I suppose you can email a letter and find their email online, something like that. But, maybe put down in words, how you might feel about the industry that they kept alive and brought to you. They kept it going and perhaps improved it before passing it on. So my plan is never to retire. What happens in the future isn't entirely up to me, of course, but I've never had a plan to retire. It's just to do this in whatever form it takes, as long as I can. And anyway, let me focus on driving. I'm on my way to a singing Chan workshop outside of Boston. So maybe I'll see you there if you're coming. Maybe I'll see you online on my Patreon, where I will aim to post the proceedings. And I'm okay. I got Chucky with me, so we're safe.